Hello, 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 Capricorns. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's good and well. I hope last week brought you lots of good things, and hopefully this week will bring you more. All right. For those of you that are brand new first-timers, thank you for showing up and checking out my channel. I'm Patty Hall, and I am actually an empath that does intuitive tarot. And yes, you can ask questions through the, if I'm live, you can ask questions about anything that you're needing to maybe know of or whatever, anything like that there. Reconnected steps. So I lost you, I guess, for 2 seconds. So hopefully my thing's telling me you're reconnected. I hope I am. Anyway, please go ahead and subscribe if you would like to get to know when I'm on live or when I'm actually putting a video out. I also do spiritual growth videos, so that actually will be on there too. So hit that bell, get those notifications done, and let's get going to a reading. So for those of you that are first timers, I get my oracles in the very beginning and actually get my information straight from the divine, whoever he sends through. After that, I ask for his guidance to send whoever through, and then we just hit it. We figure out who's saying what, where it's going, vibrations, energies, all kinds of things, downloads, just all kinds of things, symbols and everything. Wow. All right. Boy, that one keeps popping up. The magical map shifter. So somebody is actually coming into you, around to you, that is supposed to be helping you or mentoring you, or you should be doing that for them. It all just depends on what that is in reference to for your week coming up. I'm not quite sure yet. Let's see. Divine, can you show me any more focus points? This is a very broad, wide focus point. Can you please show me if there is another focus point to help me guide the Capricorns through this week of 17th through the 23rd? All right. Oop, oop, oop. Oh, didn't you guys have Stormfield last time? I can't remember. I'm going to have to go back through my videos. Okay. All right. So what we have is somebody coming into play, which is actually somebody that's going to be there for you. It's going to be somebody that is there for actually probably support through whatever you're going through, or you're going to be support for them going through whatever they're going through. And in the interim, somebody's watching how you do it, and somebody's watching to see. The goblins are actually one that are sort of in hiding, and they're wanting to watch and see how you handle something, or how somebody handles it, or how you support them through that. So be really mindful in this next week who you're coming in contact with. And usually when the goblins show up, it means that you have no clue this person is watching you. Probably somebody that you would least expect, but they're just sort of like, I want to say, testing the waters or testing you kind of thing, seeing where they can actually, I hate to say it, slip up. There's always that little naysayer, that little bugger that you just want to, but they're seeing if you're going to slip up, but I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised. All right. So let's see what this next week is about for the Capricorns from the 10th to the 23rd, please. Can you please give me any information, guidance, upliftings, whatever messages you would like for me to give to the Capricorns. I'm being told that the storm that you're going through, or here's the thing about storms, is if I haven't told you before, because I swear you guys had a storm before, that you actually are either going into a storm, in a storm, or coming out of a storm. That's the way life is. There is a time period where it's sort of smooth, calm after the storm for a little while, but then we're back into another storm, or we're going back into one. And it's how you handle it. That's the thing that they're watching. Are you handling it positively? Are you handling it like, oh my God, here we go again? Or is it a, woe is me. You know, it always happens to me. One of those people. Is it that kind of a thing? Or is it, you know what, thank you for allowing me to go through this storm. Otherwise, I would not know how to grow. I would not know which way to grow. I would not know my rewards, my offerings, my rewards, my harvest, my blessings. I would not know those if I didn't go through a storm. Do you do it that way? Or do you thank the universe? Thank you for allowing me to go through this so that I can learn and grow and become the person that you want me to be. The last one's bring your vibrations up. I know it's really, really hard to do that in a storm, but you would be surprised at how quickly you get through the storm, how much more rewarding that storm is, and everything. Okay, so that would be the bottom one. Lovely. This is really confusing. Well, it is, but it isn't. So the first card on the bottom, actually, the first card out is the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card. It's also almost the end of a cycle card. It's sort of like a card that says, you know, I've done this, I've completed it, I feel good about it, I feel joyful about it. And it's like, whew, we did it. I did it. And then it moves on because it doesn't last very long. But this wish, it's also a wish card. The second card out is the Three of Pentacles, and that would mean something to do with teaching, something to do with mentorship, something to do with, learning something, or you are teaching something. I'm not quite sure what that is. And then we have the Ten of Swords, which is a very, usually if it's upright, it's a very abrupt ending. This is a slower ending. So this is probably your storm here. Something is just, you know how we say, you know, just get it over. Wish it would just get it over. And that's sort of the feeling of this right now. It's not quick. It's not boom, it's over. It's like, it's like if you were in a relationship and you're like, okay, you're splitting up and you're going, and it's like, would you just get your stuff out already? One of those. That kind of thing. Or could it just be over? But there is something about a wish. So something is coming up from this storm. So whoever this person is that's coming into the picture, this person might have a big influence to how this ends and how the next step is. So let's find out more. All right, Divine. We don't like these torturous, slow storms. I know I saw a card. Well, I'm seeing things then. I must be seeing things. Although he is awakening to me to sight, which is interesting. And it's not earthly sight. It's very interesting sight. I don't know what it is. This awakening is one that I'm still perplexed about. Very interesting. He's got me seeing things that I've never seen before or thought of before. Or I did once in a crystal room one time. And I'm planning on going back there. They're still there. And I had an experience there that would blow anybody's mind. But I am very, very sensitive to crystals too. So I can't be in a crystal room very much or very long, or a store, or whatever you want to call it, because I will get higher than a kite. I can't be around that many crystals. Even if I'm grounded, I can't. So we look like we're the King of Swords, and we're looking for truth. So I'm not quite sure. Again, we've got the Ten of Swords, so we're looking for truth. So painfully, it's like maybe there has been something going on. Pentacles is usually work-related, money-related, material-related. So I don't know if something happened to somebody's... am I doing that upside down? Yeah. Somebody's finances. Somebody wasn't honest about the finances, or somebody wasn't honest at work. Oh, and you're having to... But somebody's coming into the picture. I feel I feel like this person who's coming and helping or being around to make things change kind of thing, it sort of reminds me of that knight in shining armor or Bonanza. Dun, 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 dun. One of those kind of things. I'm on my way. Oh my gosh. That's what I sort of feel like. Yeah. So this is about finances, or it does have to do with everything from your harvest, because the Ten of Pentacles is mostly about career, mostly about about career, money, the harvest, everything. But this came in upside down, so this is actually the problem here. And the page of Swords came in upright. So again, another truth card, another movement forward, trying to get to the truth. Got a lot of Pentacles and Swords around career, around money. A lot of it has been money this last week. A lot of financials, and that means material. That means earthly things. So people are focusing in too much on earthly things, which do create a storm, because really you could get rid of everything you have and still find a way to be happy. Yes, you could. And people are like, no, I can. Yes, you could. I went to Africa, West Africa, and I saw a country that was extremely poor. Poor. I think every American person should go to a third world country, and you would see that they don't have anything and they're just as happy and content. They're even happier because they don't have all those extra stresses. They do have stress. They're poor. They do have stresses. They do have to worry about eating every day. I mean, one mango a day does not cut it. But these are different kinds of stresses. We're all about materialism in the United States, and I don't know about other countries, but this creates a lot of stress and stuff we really don't need. We want, but we don't need. So the thing that I keep hearing from Divine or who's ever giving me the information, it has to do with a lot of materialism. Now, if you're a couple, it has to do with who's spending what and who's saving what. Again, that was in, I think, Taurus today, too, is coming up. So let me see if I can. I've been trying this new deck out, and some of the signs it's working, and then sometimes I get a real heaviness, negative energy. I have to get rid of the cards. I don't like my cards to feel that way. I want them to feel light and energy. I don't know I've cleaned these cards, but the energy just, it's like I clean them and it's like something is stuck to them. I saged them, everything. So we'll give them a try here. See what I get. All right. So Capricorns, what is your storm? What's going on, you guys? What is your storm? Page of Pentacles. Again, money. Page of Pentacles. Something to do with we need to talk about this kind of thing. Message kind of thing. We need to discuss this. I forgot to put this deck in the thing too. I've got to do that. All right. But I would like to know who's watching. Who is watching? Is there anybody out there? I'm going to split these and see who's watching. Five of Wands. Five of Wands. I like this deck for the Arcana. But, for example, the Lovers. No, I like the way that she does it. She's from Romania. The artist is from Romania, but when she gets into the minors, it's sort of like she missed the boat. But I like the cards. Alrighty. Five of Wands. Still decisions need to be made. Stand strong in whatever you're trying to do in your storm. It's saying, I've gone through this. I'm standing strong. I've been through the battle. I'm going to make it. I'm going to do this. And again, here comes this person that's coming into you. And here comes this person that's watching you. They've seen you come through a storm. They're admiring you. They're watching you. They want to be like you. You come out a little bit wounded, but not too bad. All right. A little bit wounded, but not too bad. But you're standing your ground. You're standing your integrity. You're standing, I'm running out of space here. My laptop takes up too much of this table. Let me move this back a little bit. You're standing strong. You're doing what you need to be doing. Your integrity, holding up your integrity. And that's what you need to do in a storm. Don't buckle. Don't buckle in a storm. Have perseverance. Have strength. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Did we have the Knight? We had the King, right? Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords. Again, searching for the truth. We got Swords and Pentacles here. We have Swords and Pentacles here, Capricorn. I was going to say Peppercorn. I think it's time for some water. So, yeah. See if I get any different energies from here before we finalize this. Divine, I'd like to know who is there. Can you share with me who is sort of watching? Is this somebody who's watching with high intuition? Somebody who's watching with high intuition. So you got to be using your intuition also in this. In a storm, when you're dealing with money or you're dealing with somebody lying or not telling the and I hate to say the word lying because, you know, it's like a sword. Cuts right in. But it is what it is. But the thing is, it could be innocently or could be done out of fear. A lot of the times people don't tell us things because they're so fearful. What would they think? Would they talk to me or would they stay with me? Would they, you know, be with me? You know, how do I tell them? You know, what are they going to act? And a lot of the times when we do that and we live in that fear, a lot of times what happens is we go and tell the person and they don't act at all like we expected them to. It's actually the reverse. Maybe you thought they were going to yell and scream. It's like, I knew that all the time. I just waiting for you to tell me. That happens, especially women. Women are so highly intuitive that if they're really listening to their intuition, it's like cheating husbands or boyfriends or cheating. I'd have to say this for women because women know they're cheating. With my criminal justice background and doing some side private eye kind of stuff for a short time, women would say, can you check and see? I think he's cheating. And I'm like, well, why do you think he's cheating? And so they would give me some actual thoughts, you know, well, there's evidence, sort of like he's not coming home, you know, he's got perfume on when he comes home, blah, blah, blah. It's like, why do you need me? You already know he's cheating. So why? Just ask him point blank. He's going to lie to you either way, but you know, go follow him and take pictures of yourself. Why waste your money and time on me? It's just that fear, again, is knowing. This offering. It could be an offering of a travel. It could be offering of communication. But I would say the offering of communication really needs to be happening. So that communication, that walk in truth of whatever this storm is, again, we're talking about a storm this week that you're either going to be facing, going into, or, yeah, this is something you're going to have to be doing alone. You need to do this. You can do it with support. You can do it with somebody standing beside you. But this is something that you're observing, you're overlooking, you're watching it. And again, so is somebody else. Somebody's watching. So, and even though if it had to do with money and maybe something was secretly done, which happens a lot in couples, you know, your money, my secret money, your secret money kind of thing. It's just how everything is handled afterwards. All right. So, yeah. So there is an offering. I would say an offering, maybe an offering of a truce is what I was just told. Truce. Be understanding to your perspective is not their perspective. Their perspective is not yours. So there has to be a truce in the center of understanding. That's what the truth is. And, or if you want to say, agree to disagree. All right. Oh, well, that's nice. Yeah. What a way to tell me. That's exactly what here. A little conflict, a little something's coming up that, you know, needs to be said. The truth here, we're talking about the truth. Again, the swords, there's conflict here. There's maybe a little bit of ego, middle pride, and sometimes that comes because of fear. You know, somebody, it's sort of like I shared with, when I did some coaching, I shared with a gentleman, I said, sometimes, you know, men want to puff themselves up like that big peacock, all things, because they're afraid, they're deep down afraid that they might be looked at either shamefully, wrongfully, you know, and he's like, yeah, you know, you're right. We sort of build ourselves up. And that's what happens in this conflict of what's going on here in your storm. So somebody might be having a little bit of pride, might be having a little bit of arrogance. That's fear. That's just fear. So to break that fear down, the only way is to offer an olive leaf, offer some communication. Let's sit down and talk about this. What happened? How did this happen? You know, and if this is work or if this is school, how did this happen? What happened? Where did it break down? Where did it go wrong? Where is the solution? Because at the very end, look at this. It's all awesome. So whatever the storm is, this is the clearing after the storm. This is a good thing. This is the 10 of Cups. This is of the heart. This is actually going to be okay. This is a good thing. This has to happen because then there's growth. There's more love because there's more understanding of whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a job. It could be a school. It could be whatever it is. So you got to the truth of what it is. And so now you can reap the rewards of being joyful, being happy. And then whoever is watching, they're like, wow, I'm impressed. They did it. And they did it eloquently. And the only thing I've heard just a second ago was, if you're going to do this conflict or a discussion or that kind of thing, remember to stay in your intuition. Remember to stay in your intuition, but also stay in calmness. Be calm. Talk in calmness. As soon as everything rises up, time to take a break, because that is not going to bring you to this. Yelling, screaming, arguing, nobody's listening then anyway. So you have to remember to do that. Again, this is something to do with getting to the truth. It has to do with maybe work and finances, because this otherwise would be upside right. It came in upside down again, and it's not ending slowly. Somebody's probably losing sleep over this. So let's get this put to bed. Let's communicate, stay calm. Understand my perspective's not yours. Understand why they did what they did or who did what they did or why your work sort of crumbled or failed or whatever in this storm. This could be a supervisor. It could be a boss. There could be a CEO watching you, seeing how you're handling some of the stuff at work. Maybe they're looking to promote. Maybe they're looking to open a new position. So maybe this is somebody that's actually going to promote. So those are some of the things too. They want to see how you're going to handle the money, because maybe somebody's not handling the money too well at work. Maybe somebody got their little fingers a little sticky and they need somebody they can trust, because it definitely has some type of teaching in here. It has some kinds of teaching, and this is a wish. So you're wishing for something, and now it's coming. It's coming. So that's why I'm saying, if it's a love relationship, it could be work, it could be school, it could be something that you're just dreaming to do. I'm going to let you just see the cards of the energies, because I've explained it as much as I can, so that you can have these energies when you go out. There. Recap. Okay, so we have the magical map shifter. Somebody's coming along. The storm, you're either in it, coming out of it, or going into it, watching. We've got the wish. We've got either work or school. It's ending very slowly, too slowly for what we want it to. Looking at truth, it has these two cards go together with money. This actually, again, you got truth on the other side. It's almost like they're fighting. It's like, get to the truth. And then Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, message coming from that. We've got the Five of Wands, communication. We've got the King of Swords again to go with the money. Intuition, got to listen to this. We're being offered. We have to really look at the whole situation. We've got the conflict, which is now the time to really get bottom to the nitty gritty. That's when the storm is coming to an end. We're going to get through this and get this over with. And there is your beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ending, Capricorn. What an amazing reading. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry about that. And if this is live now, so this would be a time where you could ask questions. There isn't anybody on, which is fine. But just know that you can come on and ask questions on any of the signs. You don't have to be on whatever that sign is. You can just come on and ask your questions. Also, please subscribe and hit that bell so you know when I'm on live. Please bring a friend, as we are new and we would love to grow and be here for a long, long time. And I say we, me, myself, and I. And the divine. All right. See you next week on the 24th.